Now to the latest in the Wyoming Burger King assault case. No charges are being filed against a customer who police say assaulted 2 teen employees.
The Kent County prosecutor announced the decision this morning. 13 on your side's Carla Byron is in the newsroom with reaction from one of the victim's parents. Carla.
17-year-old Isabella is a shift manager who was hurt. Her mother, Michaela Pinella, says she's shocked, disappointed, and appalled by the decision. Becker says he's not condoning the customer's behavior. However, there's not enough basis to show the customer committed aggravated assault.
Okay. And did you just pour that all over there and all over there? Did not.
Surveillance video from inside the Wyoming Burger King shows customer David Zambrana in the drive-thru. He's upset about the soda he received.
For whatever reason, he is not satisfied with that. He kind of swats it down, knocks down the cup.
Instead of driving away, Kent County prosecutor Chris Becker says Zambrana goes inside the restaurant and confronts the employees, including 17-year-old shift manager Isabella. He leaps over the counter to grab a cup, fills it up, then pours it all over the floor, which Becker says was disturbance of a business. Isabella then throws an iced coffee at him, which Becker says was assault.
Okay. And did you just pour that all over there and all over there? Did not.
After throwing a drink back at Isabella, Zambrana is seen heading out the first door.
As he goes out, he tries to shut the door, and she goes flying through, and it almost looks like a UFC flying jump kick.
The two get into a fight, with the other employees joining in. Becker says both parties were involved in a mutual fight.
He's heading out the door. They're heading, they go out the door, they can lock the door after he's out. It's not like anything's going to happen. This was an aggressive pursuit. They go in there, they get injured during this fight, but there's nothing that I would charge an aggravated assault. We just can't prove that on a sufficient basis.
Isabella told us she was trying to lock the second door because the first one doesn't lock, when Zambrana picked her up and body slammed her.
If you slow down that video, you will see that when my daughter gets halfway through that first door, he is already turned around, and he then bends down and starts to scoop her up. When he scoops her up is when you will see my daughter's hand go and strike him in the back.
Pinella believes he needs to be held accountable in some form or fashion. She adds she wants the Attorney General involved and is considering filing a civil suit.
And by no means am I condoning his behavior. He could have been avoided if he would have simply just driven away after not getting the service that he wanted at this Burger King.
Now, we did speak with Zambrana briefly this afternoon, and he told me his behavior was uncharacteristic of him, and he didn't intend for the situation to unfold the way that it did. He's sorry it happened, and he also apologized to the teen employees he hurt. He then told us to refer to his lawyer for any further questions. Elena.